That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me
I thought ready.
Oh, just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me Oh, just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me Fuck all that shit, just let me go.
Broadcasting live from the heart of Europe, this is the most badass broadcasting. I got tongue-tied. 8 thoughts in the house. What happened, brother? Actually, I got Doc up. I got Doc up there. I got to change that real quick because we had to do a quick emergency switch. This is thanks for coming on with such short notice. I do appreciate it because I'm very interested in the situation.
As you should be.
Yeah, I suppose because I have a checkered relationship with this character myself, but I'm gonna try to be as fair as possible before I start shitting on the guy. So let's go back. I noticed about 2-3 months ago when we did a little goof on my man, and he took it to heart, and I did notice you in my comments after that. And the goof that we did on him was it was light. I didn't even bring up any personal stuff that I had going on behind the scenes. It was just his crazy overreaction and just how funny his body language and the speech he chose was. And of course, he came back over the top, much like he does with you and other people, and threatens all sorts. And with my case, it was, I'm going to make a video on you, which he completely pussed out of.
He's very sensitive.
Yeah. It seems to be a common trait.
Weird.
Yeah, or he's a fraud. One of the two.
I think he's a fraud person.
I think I'm failing at being fair here. Well, what happened? In fairness, so what happened with you? You made a video goofing on him, right? Like an exposed video or just a mockery video? Like what was your video about?
Okay, should I keep the glasses on or off? Anyways,
you can do whatever you like.
Yeah, I'll take them off. So I made a video on my main channel that the title was "TheQuartering is a beta male whose content sucks," okay. And it was mostly like literally I had my Brett the Hitman Hart wrestling glasses on, and I essentially just made fun of him. I said he looks like a sweaty alcoholic who has the shakes, and I said his content sucks, and I said he looks like Harry from the Harry and the Hendersons, and I said he's drags. I told the truth. I said he drags his videos out. He looks like he has autism. He stares, blinks. He has weird mannerisms. He drags his videos out for 10 to 15 minutes when the topic could be covered in 2 to get ad revenue. I said he's extremely boring, and I said his content sucks.
So you goofed on him and you criticized, his YouTubing, for lack of a better word. Yeah,
but it was also like if you watch a video, it wasn't just like mean spirit. I was like doing my Randy Macho Man impersonation. Like, I said I have more testosterone in this one arm than he has created in his entire lifespan, being a man, and just shit like that, right?
So you
like,
were doing an 8 thoughts bid, just the normal stuff, normal stuff that I've seen you been doing basically for years now. So that gets off, and then how many days go by when that video's moved for bullying and harassment?
Okay, this is why I'm confused. Okay. And this is we're going to draw into like why I said he was the one that struck it down or is personally responsible for striking it down, because we just talked about it. I don't know if it was on the air yet or not, but we did. He's extremely sensitive and he reacts like right away. Like if you tweet at him, he tries to subtweet you and whatnot to get his dumbass fans involved who are mindless drones.
Oh, he swings his audience every chance he gets. I mean, every chance. The slightest part of controversy. And he just doesn't swing them at the SJWs and like Legacy Meet 'em. He swings it like everybody.
Everybody. So sorry, yeah. So to answer your question, I uploaded, I believe, on a Saturday, Saturday, and he didn't respond. He didn't acknowledge it. He didn't say anything about it, which was super surprising. As we all know, he's super sensitive and reacts super fast. And he didn't say anything, so I thought this is weird. And then 2 days later, on the second day, I wake up and boom, it's gone, taken down for cyberbullying and harassment.
And so you did a stream, and I guess the controversy was with the title that said "TheQuartering took my video down," and you talked about it. No. And then I on my second channel, my 8 Thoughts gaming channel, which has about 45,000 subs,
after he took it down, I made this is when he also went ape shit.
Mhm.
I uploaded a video that morning to my second channel titled "The Quartering Struck Down 8 Thoughts,"
Okay.
and also on my header for my main YouTube channel, I put like a funny picture of him looking like an idiot with, the strike from the YouTube showing the strike, and they send you the community guideline bullshit.
Okay.
And then also, picture of him and then saying the quartering strikes 8 thoughts down. I was, hyping it up, but
Sure.
I do believe he did. And I made a video and I just talked about it and talked about how I think he's the one responsible for it. And I'm also banned off Twitter. I was telling people as well for a week because I made fun of Skip Bayless, that doesn't matter, it's inconsequential. But I, mentioned the video, and I even said in the video, I don't have any proof it was him, but I assume it was him, or he is complicit in this, because you can't strike a 300,000 sub channel down that easy. Like, it's very hard.
Yeah, it's not easy. Yeah.
No. If you have 1,000 subs, if 20 people complain, it'll go down. If you got 300,000 subs, 100 trolls can report a video and nothing happens. That's just how it is. Otherwise, everybody's channels would be down all the time. But something happened that doesn't make any sense here. So
we have seen. Apparently, I haven't personally seen it, but I'm going on with Nick on this one because he's paying close attention. Apparently, he has on his main channel. I was given a when we were having our problems, there was somebody who really hated his guts, and he sent me an email. Apparently, Jeremy has like almost 20, somewhere upwards of 10, almost 20 channels. He's been trying to make it in YouTube for a very long time. He's done very well. I mean, he had a card channel, and he's got the quartering channel, but he's really been at it. He's been really on the grind for the better part of a decade. And somebody sent me a ton of different channels that he was on for this, that, and the other thing. I didn't really totally investigate. And the thing that gets me is like this is kind of weird. He has released his flag history, but I mean, no, he has not released his flag history.
Okay, he did, but he didn't do what I said, and then he puts it out as well. I mean, he forgot about, he also now threatened to sue me and all that stuff.
Yeah,
but anyway, we'll get into that. I'm sorry, I'm jumping the story. He did release his flag history, but he released a screenshot, which I said that doesn't mean anything. Like, you can go look at a flag history, screenshot it, take it to whatever Photoshop you got,
sure,
and then simply, take
element.
the white paint and paint over it, because it's just a screen, and like below it's just white. Like, it's super easy to doctor.
Yeah,
and I'm not saying, and I probably believe he didn't.
Not that channel. He was in the Monday match stream. I cannot believe that he would be that stupid to do something like that.
No, he wouldn't do that. But like I said, I do believe he's complicit with somehow flagging that video from somewhere. Like, I just don't believe that it just got flagged down. Like, how many videos have I made, Tommy, where I've shit on like T Martins and Drifters,
sure,
and everybody,
and they didn't do a thing.
And I've dunked on them way worse.
I mean, Jesus, I got into it with Banks. Nothing happened. I mean, he would send me tweets and then delete them right away, but he never, like, nothing like this has ever really happened before. That being said, since you didn't have evidence, and of course you have the right to believe what you want, was it a really good idea to put that in the title? Was it a good idea to say quartering struck my channel down? Is that fair, considering that you didn't have enough evidence at that point?
Yes and no, because after I realized he was getting his panties in a wad, I put the question mark, which,
yeah, that's good. That's it.
Is the move, right? That's the move. That gets you rid of any kind of, I can't think of the word I'm trying to think of, but that will stop any kind of, like, defamation or libel. Just put the question mark, because you're not.
Yeah, you're allowed to question it. I mean, I got to be honest with you. It's as far as I was talking to somebody and they were saying, well, now he was in the Monday match stream and it wouldn't have happened. I got to be honest, based on his behavior on our jokes, goofing on his body language.
Yes.
And the fact that your channel is so big, the fact that I am personally aware that he has upwards of at least 10 channels from an email I had. Just the fact that he overreacted like he did. I think he had every right to say, hey, I didn't do this. Here's my flag history, and you're fucking out of line. But go to the next route and threaten a lawsuit. It's a red flag. No, it really is a red flag. Because, I mean, like, this is not going to make or break you, if you think that he's doing. Now, I do agree with him in some extent because of his reputation, because of his stance on free speech, the fact that he was in the Monday Night stream. This could affect his brand, but I don't think it's going to affect his brand unless it's absolutely true. You have every right to think there's something going on there. To be perfectly honest with you, though, the only way I think he could have done it, and I do not believe he would dirty his channel with it, is if he organized it. And here's the thing about organizing it. You always have some loose ends. If you're doing this in Discord and say you hit here and you hit there, somebody's going to snitch. Somebody's got a screenshot. Somebody's ready to do what they want. And I'm going to do this right now. I'm offering $200, and only if it proves without a shadow of a doubt. You better be able to scroll.
I'll put $200 down. With
$200. So make it $400 for direct evidence leading to that. So that'll make it all fair. I mean, and you have to have it. You have to have it. I'm not going live with anything. I'm not accusing this guy of anything. But I'll be perfectly honest with you. It's his behavior with his channel. His channel is all like, legacy media, SJWs, people in the independent gaming industry can't take a joke. They can't be mocked. I on the top list of YouTubers that can't handle being mocked, he's like number 1 or 2. I mean,
and his job is about making fun of other people. That's what the funniest thing is in the world. Like in the video, if you watched it, the one where I roasted him, where I dunked on him, as he likes to say, and I don't think that dude's dunking his donuts. Is like it was totally like fuck, man. Like out of all the videos I've done, that was probably one of the least egregious against the terms of services for cyberbullying and harassment. I mean. But then, see, like, not only that, like, the point thing about how he stepped it up and he's threatened to sue me after the fact.
Yeah, like, right away. That's, like, where he goes
like,
first.
Right away. Like, you're rude. Like, he fucking went psycho. And here's what happened. He now has rescinded that because it didn't go the way he planned. He was planning on, thought people were like, yeah, fuck hate thoughts, oh, it's slander and libel. But not one person, not one YouTuber, besides his brain-dead fans, but not one YouTuber, not one adult who's on this platform was on his side. Everybody was like, this is such a low energy move. What are you doing? This is some beta male shit. You look like a fucking idiot. You talk about 8 thoughts hurting your brand. Dude, this right here is damaging your image ridiculously.
Yeah, I mean, because now we got a history of it. I mean, it seems like in the last, 4 or 5 months, he's basically stuck to people that we don't like anyway. But when you start going after other YouTubers, I mean, it's just, like, get over yourself. This is a guy that crowdfunded a lawsuit. Is he really going to go to crowdfund a lawsuit against you? And if I'm not mistaken, you are Canadian?
I'm half and half, but yeah, I live in Canada.
You live in Canada. We're talking $100K down for an American.
Yeah, like,
that's a serious lawsuit over there. I mean, we're talking big time. And slander is very difficult to prove in the United States. I can't speak for Canadian law, but that's very difficult to prove.
If you're libel up here, it's a lot easier because Canada's a pussy-ass country with a shitty prime minister. But anyways, that's another rant. But yeah,
but it's still an international lawsuit. I mean, that's serious money. Was he really going to crowdfund for that? Yeah.
Like, cool. What are you going to get from me? Like, okay, I would go down there. And I was telling someone I would vlog the whole fucking thing. I'll show up to court with no lawyer. I'm not paying any money because how hard it would be to show damages. Like, his videos have he hasn't been dislike bombed. He hasn't shown any damage. Like, the dumbest thing was it was uploaded to my second channel. If he wasn't such a pussy about things, he could have just ignored it, walked away, and no one would have said shit because it only had 10,000 views. Like, it's not like I'm a fucking million sub channel that just like blew his ass out.
Yeah.
The guy is a fucking clown, straight up.
It really is. I really don't get it too because he had the word by the balls, and I don't know what got him like famous, at least in commentary, was the fact that he was thrown out of Imagine the Gathering events, and I'm talking everybody from Sargon Akkad to me. I mean, I don't know anybody that didn't support him or tried. Myelinopolis. I mean,
what happened to him?
He this is gonna be funny. He called one of those cosplay girls that go to the Magic Gathering events a grifter.
Okay.
Yeah, and then she turned it into this is harassment and I mean she turned this into everything. I mean, the only thing she didn't call this guy is a rapist. I mean, it's completely ridiculous. He has every right to say that this broad was a grifter. Every right in the world. And the Magic Gathering community who apparently is like notoriously SJW, managed to throw him out. And he parlayed that, and with his relationship with Sargon, to be sort of the man that carried the mantle of Gamergate, even though he wasn't actually original Gamergater. So his entire channel is really based on what's left of the whole Gamergate phenomenon and going after SJWs in gaming and entertainment and things of that nature.
Which is funny. He calls someone else a grifter, because that's exactly what I think he is. I think he is a phony. I think he's a fraud, and I think he is a grifter. And also, before we forget, I want to talk about, before I forget too, Tommy, because I'll forget the point about the lawsuit and how now he backed off and dropped it. But anyways, but we'll get into that, because last night I was on the Rel for Tort. He wouldn't show up. So he is the kind of dude, like I called him out on before in other videos. That's why he might be so pissed, because I have him as a target now. The video before where I called him an alcoholic who looks like Harry from Harry and the Hendersons, the Sasquatch. Yeah. But I used that as a thumbnail too. So anyways, it was awesome. But it was fun. It was fucking grown man. People see I'm looking at a bald loser who's got cancer. I'm not gonna get my nuts in a twist. Anyway, so I digress. I said to him in the video, I called him out. He got mad about that and said I had to change the title. I was on Rel for Tort before that as well, because in the video I said he's a scumbag and a e-bagger, because the dude's a millionaire. He's made $1 million in YouTube.
Has he? Really?
Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so I don't know at that level.
He owns multiple. I mean, like, we've done a little research. He's got multiple houses. He's shit like that. So businesses, stuff like that. So he goes on his YouTube channel and says that January he starts playing the fucking pity card, like, oh, the January ad revenue's down. I don't even I have this Patreon. Well, actually a subscribe star, because he's banned from Patreon, I guess, which is hilarious.
I'm only making a few grand a month and I get by. I mean, what the fuck's wrong with him?
It gets worse. It gets worse. So he goes on there and starts talking about how, the January ad revenue's down. I have these editors and I have to pay them. I have this subscribe star, and I haven't even touched any of the money in there, even though the ad revenue's down in January. Knowing what good and well the guy's a fucking close to $1 million a year ad revenue taking in from his channel. And he's like, I haven't touched the subscribe star money. If you guys want to donate to help pay my editors, that's cool. I'd appreciate that. I'm like, what the fuck? And then to top it off, for Valentine's Day, after complaining about the poor ad revenue in January, he buys his wife a fucking plane.
What?
For Valentine, he bought her a plane.
An airplane. Fly around.
Actually, it's like kind of like a mini Cessna or some shit. Like, it's like those,
I don't even know anything about airplanes. That's not my. I didn't grow up that. He has
pictures up on it, and now he's saying, "Oh, she bought that." After people are calling him out on it now, he just changed his tune and said, "Oh, she bought that." After on Valentine's Day, he said, "Look, what I bought my wife." The guy's a grifter. The guy is a goddamn fraud, in my opinion.
I mean, I know he's a fraud. I was nothing but nice to him. And I got to be honest with my dealings with him prior to him to turning on me was, and he turned on me long before we goofed on him. One of the reasons I felt comfortable goofing on him, because he was distant. He wasn't really a friend or somebody that was in my circle. So I just goof on his fucking mannerisms. It's no big deal. He probably won't care. He's making too much money.
Right. Yeah.
What do I know? And of course I mean, Jesus Christ, I've been into with some of the biggest YouTubers on the platform. Everybody knows my war with Keemstar. What the
That's
fuck
a lot
are
of
you,
money, I guess,
are you going to do to me?
Person of color.
That hasn't been tried or has already failed. I was a little surprised when he went back on me in the way he did. But it's all starting to make a lot more sense. It's just blind greed. It looks like.
Yeah, the guy is on the hustle. Like I said, he's uploading 3-4 videos a day, every day, with sensationalized clickbait thumbnails and titles, which is cool. And that's the point too about my
that's
title.
fine. I don't really have a problem with that. That's that's the game.
But to prelude into what you said earlier about, do you have a problem? Do you think the title was bad? No, that's YouTube 101. I'm not making YouTube thumbnails and titles to have nobody come and watch the fucking video. Like, I'm not gonna be like, I think maybe in a roundabout way, guys, if I'm not too sad, I don't want to. My video got I'm in trouble.
If I know, but isn't it fair to say, if we're talking to something that could potentially damage somebody's brand, and I do think the complaint that you could potentially damage the brand is legitimate, whether it will or not is completely a separate issue. Is it your responsibility to kind of you got to pump that, but you can't say I could do a show like 8 Thoughts. I found out 8 Thoughts killed 3 people. I mean, I could do that, and I'm going to take a certain amount of heat for that. I imagine from you as well. I mean, that could affect you that could affect you seriously. So
okay, but all right. But if you actually watch the content of the video, I did say I think I pretty much just regurgitated.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I said, I did after I saw and he got all kinds of
guess,
and I realized like, okay, he's probably he probably has a bit of a point. It's a bit assumption of some.
You did assume, yeah. I mean, well, you have every right to assume. I mean, he's
that's why. So I put the question mark to appease him and make him happy.
Okay.
He still, it still was crying and
he's
vagina.
Still crying. It sounds like he doesn't want you to talk about it. I mean, that's what it sounds like to me. I mean, this is a guy. He takes a lot of heat from the mainstream media. I mean, I don't understand why he's been, such a, he's been such a tough guy with, his peers. I suppose it is.
Have you seen the fucking tweets he does at me? How mad he got and like the stuff he said. He sounds like a fucking 12-year-old.
That makes me think he did it. I gotta be honest with you. I have no idea what he did. Let me make that 100% clear. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't
but
know
that makes me think he did it. Like, who reacts like this? I mean, like I had a guy, make a video. I made a bunch of bullshit up, and he said some stuff I said too. Like I hope he OD'd in front of his family. I didn't react like this. Well,
like he literally, like, he was tweeting, subtweeting, and like days before, like I said before, like just on Twitter, the stuff he says had nothing to do with this. Like every time he tweets, I just fuck with him all the time, pretty much now, because he's just such an easy target. Yeah, and I don't like the guy. So like he literally said stuff like this. The guy's how old is he? 30-something years old, I think. Right?
He's 33 to 35, somewhere around there. Yeah,
he looks 50 because he's alcoholic, but he sorry, I can't help myself.
Well, I'm an alcoholic too, so I mean.
Well, so am I. So am I. Keep it real. We all do, Tommy.
Yeah, two middle-aged alcoholics got together and started bitching about an alcoholic. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, he said he literally came at me with a tweet because I was just making fun of him one night. He posted some bullshit like XX Tenacion, like emo lyrics or rap lyrics, which he erased. I said, listen, you fucking geek, we ain't got any time for this. Us men are watching sweaty men fight, the boxing Fury versus Deontay Wilder. And I was like, and I was just joking. I was like, yeah, we're watching sweaty men fight. Like, obviously, I'm making a joke. So you take your stupid gay ass lyrics and fuck off. Okay, support my Patreon, bye. And he gets so mad, and he comes back and he gets all angry and he's going off, and then he tweets at me. He goes, I said I'm bare that you and I said to him, I'm bare that you and everything in life. You're a fat alcoholic who looks sweaty and needs to have a shower, you dirty hobo. And he comes back and he goes, I want to compare we should compare. Oh, sorry, I get it right. He subtweets me. He goes,
stop. Oh, yeah, he took it literally, right? He took it literally, correct?
He took it literally. Yeah, thank you,
I know.
He took it literally.
Yeah.
And he goes, want to compare bank accounts, subscriber counts. He goes, it gets worse. He goes, wives. He says wives. Like, what? And then to top it off, he goes, how about pets? Like, what the fuck is this guy talking about, man? Like, what? Like, how do you, like? It's like
this is a guy that tells other people they're petty.
yes. Thank you, Tommy. And
he's everything.
There's no one out here. The thing that fucking backfired him. That's why he says he's not suing now. He made an excuse that he doesn't want to sue because he actually slandered the fuck out of me, Tommy. If we can
found out you're in Canada. Get the fuck out of here. He found out.
He slandered the fuck out of me. You know what he says to me? Yeah. After all this, after accusing me and then saying he doesn't want to pursue legal charges anymore, I have the tweet here. He goes, okay, if now after all this, and he doesn't want to go on the Ralph tour, and he says because he got dunked on by everybody after he said he's going to sue me, and he doesn't want to pursue it anymore because he looks like a retard and people think he looks like a bitch now. He says, please stop engaging with people over this stupid drama, and I will do the same. Shocked anyone would defend the dude, but I guess some people just dislike me so much they would rather think it's just a troll, bro.
That's your own doing. That's his own doing. That's why people don't like you. I mean, like, you become a prick. But I'm sorry. Go ahead. Yeah. I want to yell at him. I love to scream at him.
And then he was trying to now use the excuse, I believe, that he doesn't want to sue him anymore because he's scared because of his safety and stuff. Because he goes like this. He goes, this is where it gets fucking crazy, Tom. You're going to love this. Mm-hmm. This guy's crew has been associated to some seriously terrible shit. Doxing, swatting, and more. This isn't the first time, and so yes, I archive shit that happens online in cases like this, in case someone does something fucking idiotic, and I will defend myself.
Is that true though? I mean, I'm not blaming you for your audience. I've heard much the same thing about your audience. That if and I know you can take it. I've heard much the same thing. Is that fair? Is that a fair assessment?
Okay. All right. Let's just keep it real right now. You're getting a bunch of $1 donations right now by the one guy in chat who is responsible for this kind of rumor. It's one dude. There's another guy too, but he just does research and stuff. And I don't condone it. I always tell him that you all need to calm down.
Yeah.
But okay, first of all, there is no swatting.
Okay.
And there really isn't doxing. What it is, it's one guy named Blue, and he's the one that's been donating the dollars with like saying black, making fun of black people and stuff. Even though
he's a medical, by the way.
I haven't even checked it out. Ralph, did somebody say doxing? Never mind. I haven't read them out yet. I usually read them out at the end. I can't when I'm doing an interview.
I'm making all the jokes. So
I did. So the reason I'm bringing this up, I'm not dumping on you. So don't be defensive.
Well, let me one second. Okay. So it's the one guy, and he has been fucking with a guy named Drifter. You know who Drifter is?
Yes, for the name, but I'm not.
Yeah, Drifter, the Call of Duty YouTuber.
Oh yeah, okay, definitely now.
Who I make fun of for his gender, kind of a little bit suspect, and because he talks about the weirdest shit, so I just play with that. He has been fucked with him and people like that. So because I guess he doesn't like him, and he already the guy live streams, he spoofs the numbers and calls them from his wife's phone, so he picks it up and it's actually him. And then he ordered a pizza to his house. He had a black hooker show up and stuff like that in the middle of the live stream and literally walk into his house, and he's like, "Oh Jesus Christ!" So shit like that happens.
Yeah.
So but you can't say swatting. No one's swatting.
No one's swatting.
I'm not responsible for this.
He just exaggerated. I want to see. I want to see if it's the same guy because But
that's it.
Yeah. Okay, so it's one guy.
It's really just one guy named Blue, and there's a couple other people who do research. And
you can see this, but I can't. You can see this by. Is this the guy we're talking about here? I'm not going to say a name.
I can't see because my screen's so pixelated.
Your screen's pixelated. Yeah, mine is too. It's weird. I wish I could boost this server. Anybody want to start boosting?
Is this the dude who's that guy there? No, I know who that is. That's not him. No, that's not him. And he doesn't dox. Okay, that's what I think. No one's doxing. He's not putting his records out on public. Doesn't post his phone number in public on Twitter or internet, nothing like that. He doesn't have a crew. It's one fucking dude.
Yeah,
who
just does this shit.
Who trolls, and he trolls me too.
Well, I mean, this is a quasi dox on there. I mean, put his age and real birth date out there. I mean that's kind of. I mean, Nick's been doxed a million times, so I mean,
I told Nick about that. I was the guy that said, "Hey, Nick, this guy put all the information out there, dude."
Yeah, I got you. But look, you can't. Look, you can't. I don't hold fans responsible for what. I mean, you do disavow that kind of stuff too. I mean,
I'm not into that. No, I mean, of course not. I mean, I'm a victim of it too. I got people fucking with me and stuff, and it's like.
Yeah. So what you're saying is you got one or two guys that do this shit, and he turned it into your fan base, which I actually have heard too. Maybe
he's not my fan base. He says my crew as if I'm associated with.
You don't have a crew.
That's what he said.
As long as I've known you, you're solo. I don't think you. Something tells me you wouldn't work. You're not the team. I'm more of a team oriented. Some YouTubers work with a team. That's me.
I don't have a crew.
Yeah, you don't have a crew. You never had a crew. You're too crazy.
I hate everybody on YouTube mostly.
I noticed. Kind of why I liked you all these years. I think I follow. I'm not even joking. Since you've been following me almost since Baited, and that's almost 4 years ago. And I think I followed 12 or 13 Twitter accounts in that period of time.
And 12 or 13 that were all mine that keep getting deleted.
Yeah, keep getting deleted. Yeah. That's
I'm on
too
18
funny.
right now.
I've never heard that you were involved in anything, but recently I heard that was the case. Okay, so he's exaggerating, trying to make you out.
Just so if I may step in.
The funny thing is, you know who's notorious for it is Ralph. So he has no problem going on Ralph, all right? And Nick caught Ralph having a doxing server. So give me a fucking break. If you're willing to go on Ralph and bitch about that and not bitch about doxing, because Ralph has been, I'm not saying that he's doing that kind of shit now, but Ralph's been caught a million times doing that kind of stuff. A million times.
Yeah, then that guy can go pound sand.
Yeah, exactly. And he has no problem. He says he calls Ralph his friend. He goes on there. He goes on there when he asks. So it's such horseshit. If you're gonna go on Ralph, I have no problem with him going on Ralph. Nick goes on Ralph. That's fine. But you can sit there bitching, moaning, crying about your doxing fans. You go on the Ralph retort. We all know why it got kicked off of YouTube.
Then you know what? Then. I'd imagine they're probably trying to dox me then right now. Yeah. I'd imagine they're probably looking up everything they can about me. But
Ralph's different now. Ralph's different now. I'm talking about when he was on YouTube. Ralph's different. It's not the same. it's not the same thing. It's probably better, to be honest with you.
Are you buying used cars and magic beans? I guess too, right, Tommy?
Yeah, I guess so. I'd like to talk to you about YouTube and some of your personal life that you're willing to reveal. I don't think a lot of people know this about you, except your hardcore fans. But before I get to the more personal stuff, I want to get. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 40.
I'm older than you. Fuck. I was hoping you were older than me. I'm 3 years older than you. Fuck. So, obviously you're a big COD guy. You probably
not as much now. Like I said, my main channel, I've transitioned completely away from it now to be more of this kind of guy, which has fucked me up. I've got a strike now and a community guideline warning. So, it's what the fuck am I going to do on this website? I don't want to make Call of Duty videos anymore. I'm fucking over that shit. I do it on my second channel because people enjoyed it, so I do that to them and earn a little extra income on the side as well. Still covering Call of Duty, but I took about a 50% view loss on my videos recently because I just completely switched from Call of Duty and trying to build an audience doing more commentary and just having fun and dunking on people. But
I know it's funny that they. Like, how many years did you Call of Duty commentary? Because you're Call of Duty's biggest critic. How many years did you do that?
I started. I was an original cinema director. I had my first channel, 8 Thoughts. This is my second 8 Thoughts channel. My first 8 Thoughts channel I started 10 years ago.
Wow, you've been in it for a long time now.
I've been in it for a long time. I'm OG all the way YouTuber. Like I started that was 8 Thoughts, machinima director, and then I shut that channel down. And then I started this other channel up a few years ago, and
Oh, so that's it. So you've been to the recently, because most of your stuff was critical. I mean, you've gotten in fights with Scumpy, who's Call of Duty a legend. You're one of those few people that say fuck. Like I don't agree with you on this, but I actually really liked the video. You're like, fuck esports, bring back OP weapons, fuck this balancing horse shit. The game is for the masses. It's not for these millionaire fucking cunt kids. I mean, I did enjoy that, but at the same time, I love Scumpy and I love eThoughts too. I'm Ethoughts, yeah, I love eThoughts. I mean, I love esports as well too. But I really, and then Scumpy got into it with you a little bit. Which I thought was really funny.
All that shit. They put me on all the fucking Charlie Intels and stuff, but now I'm blackballed from everywhere. No one wants to deal with me.
That's so funny. That's so
funny.
funny.
I'm blacklisted. I'm blacklisted from any Call of Duty, Activision, Charlie Intel. I'm banned from every single Reddit on for Call of Duty. Like I'm banned. Like they literally banned me from 10 years ago. Like they banned me from games like 12 Call of Duty Black Ops 1. I go to comment on that. You've been banned. Like they literally went back and banned me from like every Reddit, dude. It's fucking hilarious, dude.
You don't like Modern Warfare at all? That's probably the best.
No. God, game sucks, Tommy, for multiplayer.
For multi, really?
Yeah, I know we turned this to a gaming fucking channel.
What was the last good? Here's what I asked you. I wanted to get this part out. We'll get you some other stuff later. I promise. We'll definitely the commentary and the conspiracy theory videos as well.
Ooh,
I gotta take. I'll get into that. But I mean, I'm actually, as a fan, I'm getting to answer the questions I wrote. Like, all right,
okay, cool.
I've watched. I have watched, you since I got into when Keemstar brought me into this area. And you hate me
so much. Can we go into that too later? Can we go into why he has black? I was supposed to be unbaited, right?
No,
Clown was trying to get me unbaited.
Oh, that would be crazy.
Colosso Crazy was like, I want to get you on. I want you unbaited. You'd be hilarious. And Keemstar blocked it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I got the job over you.
We all could have been on. No.
Well,
after you were on, and then you out, and then it was Colossal, anything for views, and Keemstar doing it, and then he was like, "Oh, I want to get 8 Thoughts on here because Clown likes my content," and they wouldn't let me.
Yeah, I'm sure. No,
fuck myself.
Well, thankfully for me, you would, because I had 1,000 subs at the time that I got picked up. So. You did me a favor.
You did well. You did good. But sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
No. It's so last couple of years, I basically I was never a big Call of Duty guy. Even when I was in the Army, when it was really popular, I wasn't really a big Call of Duty guy. But since I got involved in this, and people pushing me to get Call of Duty, so you throughout the last 4 years have hated every single release in the last 4 years, every single one. Is there a good release? What was the last good release of Call of Duty? Something you really enjoyed? That's what I want to know.
Black Ops 3.
Yeah. I actually went back and got the PS4 version of that. I enjoyed the hell out of that.
Yeah.
That's
COD World War II was okay
Mhm.
after they fixed it after the 6 months, but then it's just, dude, I've been playing the franchise since it started, like, since it became big. COD 4, the very first one, 12 years ago, and at this point, man, like after 3 months, 4 months, I just can't handle the game at all
can't
anymore. I mean, I
handle it,
did the videos and everything, I kept it going because I don't know, my personality, I just enjoy shitting on things, so I find the things to shit. I just like it. Like
You're
I'm
good at
just a
it.
critical person.
Sure, yeah.
I just enjoy ranting on things. I try to be positive. My wife's always like, Ben, you gotta try to be more positive, and you're a very funny person. And I was like, yeah, I'm funny when I roast people. Like I'm not a negative person, but I like to.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, it just feels.
Yeah, I'm not a
good.
negative person either. Strangely enough, you'd think I would. I'm not. I'm really not. I'm pretty.
Yeah.
I have a positive outlook about my negative program. Does it make any sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like people say always, you're so negative. I'm positive you're gay, but yeah. Anyway, sorry.
All right, going back to that. So it's
Black Ops 3, COD World War II was pretty good, except it took them 6 months to get to it, and I'm easily bored, man. So
you play at a stick, or you play at a stick? You play mouse and keyboard?
Both.
You play
But
both.
stick,
Okay.
Call of Duty. Yeah, mostly stick for Call of Duty.
Call of Duty feels like a stick game.
Yeah.
It always does.
Yeah, it's a stick game.
Yeah, it really is. So all right, you got that. So I imagine, like, especially like in the last 12 months or so, you wanted to move to commentate, which, by the way, I mean, you're very good at it. But you recently started getting into some wild conspiracy theories, and I wish you'd talk to me. I had a feeling when I was hearing that you're doing, they were going to clip it because they're trying to get
I got clipped.
Yeah,
that was my first guideline warning. They kicked the video off of YouTube for hate speech.
You can't do that.
I didn't say anything hateful.
Hate speech. I thought they got you on like fake news or something like that.
No, they clipped me for hate speech on a video that I just, because I do my outro. I go, stay black and don't let the honky cracker reptilian shapeshifters build in the moon base. HARP, they're spraying chemtrails. 9/11 was an inside job. Just Google Tower 7. They're up at Bohemian Grove worshiping the Alice is flat. The moon landing was fakes. Alice Jones is Bill Hicks. The Florida's turned the frogs gay white man. Bring you down. And I always hit that as my outro.
Yeah.
And then people are always like, can you do conspiracy theories? They thought everyone's asked me, do a conspiracy video. So I just did a conspiracy upon everything I mentioned in my outro. Like most of it.
That's it?
That's it. I went over it. I talked about like 9/11 was inside job, which I do believe true. I do
you really believe that?
100%. 100%.
Really?
9/11 was inside job. I mean, that could be a 3-hour conversation.
Okay,
so
I'm not going to get into that.
Yeah,
okay.
we're not going to. But
Fair
like,
enough.
just look at the Pentagon, stuff like that. Pentagon was hit by a plane. Didn't fucking, like, there's no engines. Anyways, freestanding, free-falling Tower 7 wasn't hit. Only building in the world to ever collapse like that under a structure fire. Just saying. What else is there?
The Bill Hicks. The Bill Hicks one I like.
Alex Jones is Bill Hicks. I went over
yeah.
that a little bit. I went over like the Earth is flat, which I don't believe. I went over. The one thing I don't think I can say for hate speech was I did reptilian shapeshifters, and I mentioned David Icke and how he was saying that reptilian shapeshifters is a metaphor and a symbol for Jewish people. That's what I said.
I didn't know that. I thought that came from the Alex Jones show. I thought that he talked.
David Icke. He's like the guy who started the reptilians, and it's like sort of a code for like the Jewish over.
But just to say it satirically, you're saying it satirically though. You're not saying you don't believe in Jewish conspiracy.
I was just showing like and there's a million videos on YouTube talking about those, and I also mentioned, like I said, like the moon landing was fake, which I'm questioning on. I'm not questioning that. I don't know if it's true. I don't believe that shit. I have some clips that are pretty weird about scientists talking about they've lost the technology and they don't know if they can get back, and like. You had computers the size of a house that have less power than my iPhone. How the hell can you not get back? But I just mentioned that stuff, and then they clipped me and gave me a community warning. And then like 2 weeks later, the Quartering's bitch ass fans or whoever it was got me a strike.
So you think it's Quartering fans doing this?
No, I mean not my
conspiracy theory.
Conspiracy? No, I don't know. YouTube hate speech. Like I even fought it and it got denied.
Really?
How is that hate speech? How is that hate speech, Tommy?
Do you have any insiders though? I mean, I don't have any anymore. I used to be able to help people out with a couple of these guys.
Apparently not. The people I asked to help me out are not really like. I'm with Omnia, same company. I'm with them, and I've asked them for help,
and they said no. Because usually these are the easiest ones to lift. The one that these brigading type of strikes. Like bullying and harassment. Yeah.
Yeah, but bullying harassment. I haven't actually asked them about that when I appealed it, and it's been 3-4 days since I appealed it, and they still haven't gotten back to me. So I'll contact him on Skype. I should, but I just sort of feel like it's futile. It doesn't seem like YouTube gives a shit anymore.
Well, never stop fighting it until an insider tells you to stop. That's my rule. Because what they do is they tell you to fight it. If you get it back, then you usually go to them. That's how it normally works. But I don't have the contacts I used to. I used to have these fucking kind of randos on YouTube that kept anonymous, and you could talk to them. And I don't know how many strikes I helped get lifted through these contacts, but they're none of them are answering now. All my contacts are dead. I have nobody to go to. It's
yeah. See, with me, that's my problem. I mean, because I'm not really the most social. I don't have a crew I work with on YouTube. I'm not really close to anybody. I don't talk to very many people. I don't get any fucking help at all out here for anything, right? Like, I mean, I had a couple people I went to when the quartering was trying to, draw attention, like, oh, I'm going to sue a thought. So I went through my DMs and said, hey, can you fucking, talk about this to draw attention to it? And Nick did it, and a couple other people did it. But yeah, like that's the only problem. Like sort of like you're like fucking the lone wolf out here getting fucked by a bunch of.
We got you. If there's anything I can do, I'll when I get up tomorrow, I'm going to a bar tonight, buddy. But I get up tomorrow, I'll look up some stuff to see if I can contact those old guys, because this is horse shit. It's funny because Jeremy, whenever stuff like that's happened in the past, like if a bad thing happened to a person that he was critical of, he would always say like, look, don't do that. You're giving them what they want. It's just like with you, it's different for some reason. You really got under his skin. It's actually kind of funny.
I even said that to him. I said, if you're such a man or whatnot, and you're such against this, you should go to YouTube, contact somebody, and say like, yeah, I'm the guy you made the video on. It isn't cyberbullying and harassment. Can you please reinstate the video? I said, you do that, I'll take down the video that is calling you a guy that struck down my channel. If you really stand by, go call YouTube, contact your contacts, and tell them to reinstate the video.
He'd want to do that.
He doesn't even talk.
See, that's like that's out of character for him. Even that's bizarre. This whole thing stinks.
It is.
I don't think there's. Look. There's no evidence that he did it. I don't have a problem with you believing it. I believe it. He has the perfect personality type for this horse shit. I mean, it really is unbelievable. What a douchebag.
Yeah.
Another thing I want to talk to you about is something.
Sorry.
I only found this out a couple months ago, and I was kind of shocked. It's a little uncomfortable for me to talk about, but you are
by
fighting
erectile dysfunction.
No, well, does it give you ever?
Oh, did I just let the cat out the bag? Fuck! I gotta
go. No.
My dick's huge. It works.
It works. Hey, no. Hey, I'm live, you motherfucker. You better not come back with your dick out. No, but you have been diagnosed with a pretty rare form of cancer, and I think it was when you were young, correct? You're not supposed to.
I've had this since I was 20. They found out because they didn't know what it was back then.
Yeah, you're still here. I mean, you were supposed to check out a long time ago.
Goddamn alpha, Tommy. I'm a fucking stud. I can't be stopped.
The cancer's afraid to kill you.
That's right. Yeah, I'm just too fucking tough.
Yeah. Well, what's that? What's that about though? Like what? What happened? What kind of cancer you have, and maybe explain it to the audience.
I have. It's called polycythemia vera, which is like a weird blood disorder. Your bone marrow creates too much red blood cells. Mm-hmm. It's a genetic disorder, and it just keeps pumping them out. And then not only they pump them out, the ones they do pump out are like retarded, like TheQuartering. They don't work properly. So it's true. They don't work properly. So even though you have a bunch of red blood cells, which would be great if you're like, blood doping EPO like Lance Armstrong did, you'll think, oh, you must have lots of stamina. No, they just don't. So I have a lot of shitty ass red blood cells floating through my body, and the problem with that is that my stamina sucks. I don't have a lot of energy. I do have energy, but if I trade really hard or do something one day, the next day I'm fucking wiped. I can be wiped for days, and then on top of that, the big fear is clotting. So you can have a lot of clots.
Oh, you gotta look out.
Yeah, and also like the pressure in your blood can lead to like eye problems and blinding if it gets bad enough. And then but strokes and
how do you take care of yourself? What do they recommend? Because this should have been a death sentence. Am I wrong about that? This should have been. They didn't tell you were going to see 40, did they?
Well, what's fucking weird? I didn't know I had polycythemia vera because I didn't know any.
We lost you. You turned your mic off. There you go.
Can you hear me?
Now you're good. Now you're good.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay. Fuck, man. I got allergies. People think I'm doing blow. I keep rubbing my nose. Fucking 8 bucks the cokehead. I keep thinking that the whole time. And I my nose. They're like, this guy's on fucking blow. That's why he's so excited. Yeah. That's his regiment. Tommy, do cocaine.
Yeah. That's it.
lots of fucking blow, boys. That's how you overcome cancer. Just fucking snort that shit. Big lumps, big bumps. But what the fuck? I got digressed. I started thinking about cocaine. Oh,
Sure.
yeah. So yeah. What the I guess the taking care of yourself and whatnot, and why I'm alive still. So at 20 years ago, they didn't know what it was. I saw the hematologist at Vancouver General Hospital here in Vancouver, Canada, and they just said, well, you got thick blood. It was weird, so just make sure you stay hydrated. Drink water and drink, blah blah blah. And then about 8 years, well, I guess, but 8 years later, so 2-3 years ago. 20 years later almost, yeah. So 3-4 years ago, I went and seen a doctor, and every time I get blood tests, it comes back, you got a really high red blood cell count. It's really weird. Maybe you should go see a hematologist. They've made changes in, cancer and research since, 20 something years ago. So I went and saw, long story short, this is boring probably, saw the hematologist. They diagnosed, you got polycythemia vera, and I don't know what's going on. It's weird because if you were diagnosed at 20 years old, by now I'd be fucked right up. I should be fucked. I could be dead. I should be fucked up. But it's strange. It just keeps. It just knock on wood. It just stays at
in
this
that
level,
one area where it doesn't.
Yeah,
get
it stays
dangerous.
in the area where it's not good, but it's not gone to shit in a handbasket. And I get tested every 3 months, and there's no cure for it. And another thing too is the reason why there's not much research done, because it's extremely rare. It's 1 out of 100,000 people get it, and on top of that, the people that usually get it are in 65 and older. It's an old person's disease, so they end up dying from something else before the cancer kills them.
Gotcha.
So it's fucking weird, man.
Does that shit scare you? I mean, do you worry about going to the doctor one day and saying it's higher than it was last time, pal? I mean, you got a problem.
I've had it for 20 years, and it's been sitting there just rolling at the same numbers. It fluctuates. Sometimes it goes up high.
Yeah,
fuck, it's not good, and then it drops down sometimes, and it's almost normal, and that's weird, and then it goes back up to really fucking high again. So I guess I have it in the back of my mind, but at the same time, I don't believe the doctors either, because I still have more tests to be done because it's super rare. I had to get a bone marrow biopsy, but they did some genetic testing and they couldn't find it. So they're still inconclusive on it. It's because it's such a rare condition, and I'm a weird case for it. So I have to wait. There's 2 more years to go. They have more tests coming out that they're still haven't quite finished going through testing on the tests that can give you more word on what's going on. So I have to wait another 2-3 years to have more tests done when those actually become gone through their whatever it goes through in order to make it useful to the public.
Do you think you're kind of a wild guy? You don't give a fuck. I mean, there's a lot of people say they don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck. Do you think that has something to do with the disease? Hey, might be gone. Fuck them. I mean, I get that vibe from you a lot. I've always got that vibe from you even before I knew. Do you think that?
I've always been. I don't give a fuck before I knew I had some kind of disease, or just before I was.
So you just only made it worse. I guess.
It only made it worse. Probably. Yeah, no shit. Yeah.
Do you have kids? Do you have kids?
No kids. No, I
kids?
tried. It didn't work out. My wife almost died, actually, on a personal note, when she got pregnant. My fucking sperm is too strong. She almost, she literally almost died. She was pregnant. I guess my kid would be when I was about 30 years old. 30.
I'm
she
sorry
got
to hear
pregnant.
that.
She got pregnant twice, and both times she had a miscarriage. And the one time she had a miscarriage, she had an ovarian cyst that burst. So I guess which happens, women when they get pregnant, sometimes they get cysts on their ovary. It seems to be a normal thing, but for whatever reason, this one caused her ovary and her cyst, it just burst. So she was bleeding internally.
That's usually a death sentence. She's lucky she beat that. Because I had my ex-wife had that
yeah.
problem with the cyst.
Yeah, she thought she was having she thought having a miscarriage because she wasn't bleeding that much, but she was bleeding internally. So they left her sitting there in triage because it wasn't that big of a deal. And okay, we'll just get you. You have to go to women's hospital.
The one thing missed the other.
So yeah, she was laid there on the table, and then she went to laying on the bed, and she went to sit up, and all of a sudden she just went she's Filipino Spanish, so she's half Spanish, half Filipino, and her brown skin went white, and she just started sweating, and she went and fell back, and then they hit blue. She was code blue, and fucking doctors rushing in, and then they had to have emergency surgery, and then they saved her, and she has this fucking scar now on her stomach because they had to cut her open to get all the whatever out, the blood, and the surgery. And then she lived, and then I was like, well, I don't think I'm having a fucking kid. This is not going to work out.
No, I guess not. I'm sorry to hear that. That's you
would have
been a fun dad.
These motherfuckers are trying to fucking strike my channel down. These motherfuckers, honestly, look, Tommy, come on, let me put this in perspective. What kind of fucking simps are we dealing with? I'm pissed off now. I just thought I'm getting fucking choked now because think about it, like this is my livelihood, right?
Sure,
This is
me
my
too.
job. Like
Me too,
I
I
was
gotcha.
I was a professional basketball player. I did firefighting. I worked as a transit driver and instructor for the city for almost 15 years. And then this became a feasible way of earning income. I mean, I did really well before, and this turns out to be doing pretty well, about on par as that job. How much I'm making. So I was like, fuck it, I'd rather do this because in my health and stuff, this is better for my health.
Sure, I
and everything
imagine.
as well. And like we're literally making jokes. Like I'm like, okay. Besides the video where I accused TheQuartering of striking my video down, you could have an argument that is could hurt somebody's actual finances. But every other video that I've done where I've roasted people, or I've roasted people on Twitter or Twitch or whatnot, where I've been banned twice off Twitch now too for terms of services. Like we're literally in a world now of cancel culture, which is the point I really should we take from this whole fucking thing. Is that this is what we live in now, cancel culture. Like you say something that hurt my feelings, or you make a joke and insult somebody, and now I'm offended. And that is what, and that now is grounds to destroy people's livelihoods.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean,
and not just me, but everybody. Like from Kevin Hart because he made jokes about gays, or like that's the only thing I can think of.
That's supposed to be Jeremy's big thing too, anti-cancel culture. That's the funny part. Yeah.
And like, his fans and the people who watch him. If it wasn't him, then he's got a bunch of fans who are fucking complete hypocrite bullshit people, or not even them. But I got people all the time fucking coming at me because they fucking hate that I make jokes about Drifter, or make jokes about T Martin, or make jokes, or trying to cancel me, or getting banned off Twitch because I make jokes, or I teased e-girls about being whores, basically, who are just not being naked, so they just sit there and get money from simps on Twitch all day, and you're banned for that, like. It's a really strange world we live in.
Yeah,
it's just
bizarre.
It's like
it all ended in
man.
2016, man, and that seemed to be like the 2017 when as soon as Pewds got hit with by the Wall Street Journal. This changed dramatically. I'm glad I got 1 year of the old YouTube was like.
Yeah, it was awesome back. If people like me and you now, Tommy, like if I could say what I could say and stay monetized, like I'll tell you, I'll give an example. The day, like the day the music died or whatever, like bye bye Miss American Pie. That moment was when Filthy Frank quit YouTube. And Max Mofo quit YouTube. That whole crew quit YouTube.
Well, Max is still around. Max is still around.
Yeah,
Max still does work.
Pokemon reviews though, but his actual channel, and like iDub started, couldn't do the content cop anymore. Those days, if you like their content or not, but the day Filthy Frank walked away,
Frank took YouTube with him.
YouTube died.
Frank took YouTube with. I remember, like, I wasn't a huge fan. I'm more of a fan of Joji. I love his music actually than I was.
Really?
Frank. Yeah, I
got a mind fuck for you. Go ahead. That's a character he's playing just like Filthy Frank.
Oh, I'm sure.
Really who he is.
Oh, I'm sure.
You think so?
You
think it's just a fucking roost?
I'm absolutely sure that's not him. I heard he's extremely sensitive. He has health issues like you do. He's not somebody who reveals his personal life very, and he kind of lives through these characters a little bit. There is a real Joji there, but all these are just performance. And he's one of the most talented guys. Whether I like this, when I watch his content, I can see the talent. It doesn't connect with my style of humor, but he's really gifted. It's the same thing I feel. I don't like Jim Carrey, but I know he's good. You know what I mean? His music. I mean, his music,
you like that music, eh?
It rips my fucking heart out, dude. I mean, it's not.
Hate that music.
Really, I don't know. It's crazy, and I don't like whatever the hell style he's doing. I don't know. I spent a lot of close. It reminds me of when I was in my 20s. I feel like he's telling stories about my 20s and his perspective on relationships and things like that. He talks about things I don't think about anymore. That 43 with 2 kids. Yeah, and he does it
like melancholy almost.
Yeah, but he does it in a way where I don't feel that he's look at me, the alienated youth. I think he just tells those stories, and it doesn't feel like there's a lot of victimization or poor me or alienation there. I think I don't know. I really connected with him. I actually really discovered him. I want to say the New Year's Eve of 2019, and I just happened to catch his music on Spotify, and I've been hooked ever since.
Well, fuck, Tom. You know what? Because of that, and I like you. I respect you. I like what you. I'm gonna fucking go listen to it now and see if I can listen. If you like it, that's gotta be a.
I don't know. It's like, well, first of all, it's kind of emo. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's definitely emo stuff. But there's one song that really got me. It's one of his more famous songs. J.O. I had to listen to it more than once because I heard it when it came out and I wasn't. This song, yeah, right. right here. Yeah,
All right,
listen
hit
to
it.
that one and try to listen. Just be in a chill mood.
You can't listen to it on air. You get a copyright.
I'll get hit for a copyright on that one. But yeah,
That's some bullshit too here on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like, could you imagine as a content creator?
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't that be like right there, right now? That right there would sell albums. You got, I don't know, man. I don't know how many views this has or watching right now, but like, if you could show that and play it on YouTube and still be like, monetize your video, you're not using it as an example to make money off it. You're not using it to your own. You're actually using it to showcase. It's almost like you're giving him free advertising, but YouTube is not going to allow that.
You know what's even worse? Independent artists used to never use independent artist stuff. First of all, 9 times out of 10 they wouldn't care. The record company wouldn't care. Right. And they would almost be happy. The guy who does our song, who's passed away, E-Double, he actually gave songs for the internet. He built his career on Call of Duty, montages and stuff like that. So and he gave these music. Nowadays it sucks. Like one of my co-hosts, he doesn't work for me as much anymore because he's really busy because he just got a record deal. His Real-talk Metaphor Messiah. He's got his stuff on Spotify now. I can't play any of his shit. And he's just got signed. So he's gonna he's gonna claim me like, I mean, I get the claim released, but it's a pain in the ass. You know what I mean? It's a pain in the ass. It kind of affected like what we were doing here because Real Talk comes on, he jokes around, he plays the the cool street black guy, and then in exchange I turn people on his music, and my audience has really received it well, and it's just more of a pain in the ass to do that.
Yeah. Or how about like use like a 4-second clip or a 6-second clip in a video, as a meme or something like that, you get claimed like MGM or whatever fucking company claims it. Like we're going to take hundreds of dollars. Like, if people who get low views doesn't matter, but like, if you get 100,000, 70,000 views in a video, that's a few $400 or $500 you're going to make. And they're just like, yeah, we're sucking it all up. Thanks for nothing. Like,
fuck you guys in the chat. Interview 2 drunk guys talking about the good old days. Yeah, go fuck yourself. All right.
I'm dead sober.
I think this is a damn good interview, and it's my show. Thanks so much. Well, do you want to take a few calls before we check out?
Yeah,
I can pull him up. We'll pull this guy.
I got nothing to do. I'm banned from YouTube for a week. I got fuck all to do, man.
Blue, you're on the air.
I want to make some videos.
Blue?
Whoa, what's going on, fellas?
Oh no, this is the guy that's the fucking. That's
what are you doxing people? Do you really dox people?
That's the doxer. That's the fucking.
Sorry, fellas.
Yeah, that's
everybody deserves a platform. I'll give him.
Let him go.
I'm gonna throw in my 2 cents here,
go ahead.
and I'll go back to the quartering situation. And I like how he he tried to get everybody against 8,000. Like he tried so many things, like 5 different things or something. Just tried to get people against 8,000. He tried to use points, and one of them was how his crew was doxing people and swatting them. And that obviously pissed me off, or like didn't piss me off, but it bothered me.
Did you dox him?
But
did you dox him? That's a yes.
Maybe.
All right, yeah.
That's
okay,
yes.
the story. Okay.
But on the other hand, I think Drifter is involved in it too. Because here's the thing.
I forgot about that.
Jeremy
really
does not know that I know his information. I know where he lives because I did nothing to him. I only called him once, and that was about it. That was the end of it. But I think Drifter talked to him, and Drifter was like, "Hey, yeah, these people dox people and all that." Nah.
So
that's why I think he brought that up.
Let me ask you now that I got a real life doxing. Why do you do that? Why can't you just support 8 Thoughts the way you support 8 Thoughts? Why do you go to the extra
I'm gonna take a piss. I'll be right back.
Go right ahead. I know. I want to hear like why do you feel you need to do that? I mean,
So I mean, see, here's the thing. It's not with bad intention or ill will. It's more of a goofing on people and dunking on them.
So a dox is goofing on somebody, like putting their personal information out there.
Well, you're not. See, I dox them for my own personal use to fuck with them. So, for example,
it's not personal. If all the internet sees it.
Well, I mean, they don't see their numbers and all. But here's the thing. Let me finish. So, with Drifter, you probably haven't seen it, but with Drifter, when I was fucking with him, I was just explaining to him why I dox people, like, fuck with him and all. So with Drifter, see, he was fucking around too much, and I decided to fuck with him. I realized that Drifter was really soft, and he's really to get into. And I'm a troll, so I like trolling people. So I got his number, and I got his wife's number. And I spoofed my number into his wife's, and I started calling him and shit. Calling from the police department's phone number.
Why is that funny, dude? I don't understand. Like, what if a guy has a family?
It's just funny, dude. He gets pissed off and all. Like, it's funny.
You know what else is funny? This little bomb goof that I have. Bye. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this thing right here.
What is that? What just happened?
Nah, I just don't like doxers.
SFTP does not condone doxing.
No, we don't talk about doxing. He's been banned from the server. No,
I don't. He'll come back. He'll come back, dude. You can't get rid of him.
I don't care. I bore them to death. Believe me.
Dude, I used to fight with him all the time. I used to fight with him all the time.
I won't fight with him. I'm not.
That's why I met. That's why I met him. He used to come in my fucking Twitch streams and just like, and then like he has infinite amount of accounts. It's he'll come back and like two.
Yeah.
Funny. He's probably a gamer in the chat. And the thing called,
yeah, he's probably a gamer. Yeah, so let's take some other calls.
Immediately.
Gay retard, you're on the air.
Yo, what up, niggas?
What do you want? What do you want, gay retard?
Gay retard.
What do you want, gay retard?
Yeah, I just want to say I lost a lot of respect for you because you said you listen to Joji.
Well, I never liked you to begin with.
This is going very well.
No, these are always.
This is going very well.
Fletch, fellow Canadian, 8 thoughts is here.
Oh my god, this is great with fellow Canadians. I feel so patriotic.
Yeah,
I'm fucking loving this.
Well,
so listen, Tom, your show's been quite boring for a while, but I saw 8 thoughts here, so I had to come in because I absolutely love this guy.
Well, then say something to him.
I do. I love this guy's videos on Drifter. I love clowning him for being a fucking pussy. It's so hilarious. Such a fruit. It's just too funny. All of his old I would sit there and fucking cry laughing. It's just too funny. It's too funny content.
It's too funny.
He threatened to sue me too. He threatened to sue me too. He was
on what?
He's a loser, man. Like, he can't take a joke.
Based on what?
He DM'd me. I got video. Like, I did a video. Literally threatened to sue me for libel because I always joke about him being a tranny, right? And because he said he had like this is what he says, okay, Tommy? I'm not making stuff up. I'm just using what he as jokes. So he said that he had a health problems or whatever, and his testosterone at 30 years old was that, and I'm quoting, that of a 95-year-old man. It's so low, it's non-existent. And then he does a video that's sponsored by Dollar Shave Club. And he had like a little See, I'm telling you, this shit writes itself, man. So he did this, like, he did a video of like how he like shaved for the first time at 30 years old. And I was like, and he looks like a girl. Oh, and then he does a video as well, like 5 years ago that I found, where he dresses up in drag and wears lipstick and makeup and stuff, and like dances seductively to the camera like it was what's that from the movie
Sounds of Lambs.
Sounds of Lambs. Thank you very much. Yeah, like fuck, man. Like, would you fuck me? I'd fuck me hard. Yeah, Fletch. It's from the movie. It's like
well, you do something like that.
I remember this. I remember this. Yeah.
I would do something like that for laughs, but you know you're gonna get goofed on.
That's because you're a fruit. Like, that's
I'll kick your ass. I'll kick your little Canuck ass.
What's with your hating against Canadians? Hold on,
I don't hate Canadians. I'm the biggest fucking hockey fan on earth. What are you talking about? But that's all you guys are good for. Yeah.
Justin Trudeau does suck. So
he does suck. Yeah. I voted for Mark Messier, but hey, you know.
Bernier all the way.
American, but
Bernier.
Mark Messier is not American. He's from Edmonton.
Is he?
Yeah, he's from Edmonton. Yeah.
I'm not a hockey guy.
Messier. That's the thing. Here's the one thing. And Fletch is like this too. Like when this channel was originally a hockey channel. Spit it out. And this channel was originally a hockey channel, and you know I love gaming. I think I've proved myself, my worth, whatever. And
okay, there, Boogie, calm down.
I bought a fucking GTO 2 while you're at
that guy. He didn't buy his. I bought mine and modded mine. They keep giving him those motherfuckers. I want to kick him in his big balls. You know, I swear to God, a running fucking leap right into his nutsack.
Oh my God, my screen went clear, Tommy.
You know, it's amazing. But like, I forgot the fuck. None of you guys that are in this realm of YouTube or gaming, none of you like hockey. It's bizarre to me.
I like hockey. I wouldn't like.
Yeah, I don't know, like you don't talk hockey. You didn't like. They thought to know Messi.
Why would I want to talk hockey? It's like everywhere. Like, it's kind of annoying.
Yeah,
like,
that might be the answer.
Like, it's just like
that might be the answer, though. That's how you guys escape hockey, is you come on with gaming and YouTube and what have you. Maybe that's the answer.
It's just funny to troll people. It's just
if I didn't live in Europe and I had more time, I'd have the games in the background right now. I mean, I kind of miss it. The good thing is when this channel kind of got brought in some donations and stuff like that and started growing, is just that. It grew. The bad thing is that I couldn't watch hockey anymore, and I've barely watched hockey for the last 4 years. It sucks. All right,
Whatever,
bud. I
though.
think we've covered everything. Hey, Fletch.
Fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. Bye. Listen, that's a wrap. That's 1 hour of me. I really enjoyed this interview. I think it's time to check out,
awesome.
brother. So let me, if you don't mind, if I could read some donations because
Can I read them in my Macho Man Randy Savage voice?
no, I'm gonna get out of here and go to a bar. Larry Banks, off topic, but on Twitter, Quartering a few days ago got into drama with him and said "yikes" to a guy saying "F Hitler."
Oh yeah, fuck Hitler.
Fuck Hitler, and having a double down defending himself as everyone called him out. Funny as heck. What is he talking about? I don't even know what he's talking about.
Oh, this some guy, some reporter, I guess he's there's this movie or some shit on Twitter that people were talking about. Oh, it was referencing a movie, and someone said in the comments below, "Oh, Hitler's favorite movie," and then the guy below, who's an actor of some sort, I don't know who the fuck the guy is. Apparently, people really like him. Said, "Fuck Hitler," and then Jeremy jumped on and making fun of him about, "Oh my god, yikes," or something like that. And then everyone was dunking on him.
Yeah, he's not. I don't understand why.
And Jeremy got his pussy wet again.
Jeremy should just post his videos and make little tiny comments online. He's not good at drama. He backs off a lot, whether he had a good reason or backing off for you or not. He backs off a lot. I mean, I don't know, just stay away from drama, make your videos, and everybody will forget what a pussy you are over time. That's probably the best.
That's exactly what happened. Like if he just ignored the fucking video and didn't say anything and threatened to sue somebody.
No, he threatened to own me because of my 40,000 sub ass. He was going to own me. Nobody owned me yet. I'm still here. I'm still pumping out shit. I'm still getting some stuff done. I still got another channel. Bill Baines, hey Tommy, when is the next member stream or paid Discord? I think we did 2 or 3 this month, so probably March. All right, let me read the rest of these suckers out. Big E, Jeremy posted a picture of his plane. Unbelievable. That is news to me. You know who's really going to want to know that? Nick
I have
DiOrio.
a tweet of it if you want it.
No, I'll look at it later.
Yeah, put the picture up.
You know what? All right, fire it to me on. Give it to me on.
Yeah, don't be lazy, Tommy. Fucking, we're going overtime, baby.
I want to eat. I want to go
That's
drink.
a lot of money, I guess, for a person of color.
GG, great interview. Thank you, Mr. Duggan. I do appreciate that. Let's see. Let's see. You send me the tweet. I'll put it up on screen.
Yeah.
No problem.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh my God. He can afford this. And he's saying that she.
I'm telling you, he's a millionaire.
And he's saying that she.
And then after he got called out for saying that he was complaining about not making enough money. I'm not making enough money. He said, "Oh no, my wife bought it."
Oh God, what a douchebag. Well, did I tell you what he did to me after I supported him?
No.
There was a YouTube friend of mine who was taking a bunch of shit, and it had nothing to do with him whatsoever. And I was supporting him, and it was right after the Monday Matt debacle. And for no reason, I'd support him. I'd put him on twice. I was glad he came on. It was cool. I was glad the Quartering channel grew. I was really happy for him because me and him are politically aligned on a lot of issues. I was really happy for him. So I was dealing with kind of Ralph's crew, and they're kind of all not all those guys are all right, but you know what I mean. It does attract that crowd. And it was right after the Monday Matt thing, and he gave Ralph this huge donation, saying that that I should have to show my flag history, like out of nowhere, just to jump on the fucking bandwagon because I was fucking warring with Ralph at the time. You know what I mean? Huh. So like yeah, like and when Nick hit him up with it, like Nick hit him up with it on the Ralph tour when Nick debated him. He was like, because Nick had him against a fucking wall, and he says, well, the thing is, I thought it came out of nowhere, talking about my video, because I thought me and Tommy were cool. And then, oh God, you know what? Jesus. I haven't been in the Army in years, dude. Is that mine? Dude, you idiot. I've been in the Army in 12 years, you dope. He tried to dox me. Yeah, go fuck with those guys. Feel free. That box is closed. That's the only time I've been doxed when I thought it was funny. That was my APO fucking 8 years ago.
Dude, this is
Wow.
so bad, dude. This is so
Yeah.
no.
Jesus Christ. Oh man, that's too funny.
You see what I'm dealing with here?
Yeah. So it happened to me. Yeah, guy's a low life. Yeah, what can I do? So yeah, then he all of a sudden he just called out and said that I should have my stuff just to jump on the fucking bandwagon. It was like, wait, I thought you. And then he goes to Nick like, oh, we were friends. What do you mean you're friends? You fucking told everybody he suggested he was fucking flagging people down. I mean, what a pal. High as a kite, Blue. High as a kite, Tuscan Raiders, fellow Raiders. Run your holes, 6969, coronavirus. Hey, Tommies, what's the next member stream? I already answered that. 732364. Which video is that? Oh, yeah, go fuck with him. Yeah, sure, go. Have a good one. Have a fucking good one. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good one. 8 Thoughts, thanks so much for being gone. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Fuck. What the fuck was that? All right, thanks so much for being on. I do appreciate it. Have a good one.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, dude.
Yeah, no problem. Peace. I'll see you around. My brother's a federal agent, idiot.
Almighty infinite, independent excellence. Devil fighting, rebel titan, weed smoking alchemist. Fake identities, okay, you cool with Jason Bourne. Running with these Wolverines, okay, you bout to catch a storm. I ain't never been a liar, got tired of niggas playing me. Head in my legs like she bout to catch a pedigree. Chi-town to King's home, slapping fives, black stones. 6 mile to danger zones, bullets look like waffle cones. Folk affiliated to evolution of Machiavelli. Don't make me lead them eagles to you like I'm Chip Kelly. They feel my struggle, I express it through my hip hop. I'm about to make it hard to breathe, here's a headlock.